welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Sherry. For those of you that don't know me, I make travel YouTube videos and I am a registered nurse in the US. And to my old friends, welcome back. So in today's video, it's something very exciting and exhilarating. So I went skydiving last month. Yeah, I went skydiving last month in California and I want to share that experience with you guys. So before I went, I looked up on YouTube videos of people talking about skydiving and the feelings they had, which was not a lot to my surprise. There was a lot of videos of people jumping out of planes regretting their life decision, but there wasn't a lot just talking about the feeling of skydiving and the drop. So I decided to make this one. So if you're interested in the process and you're curious on what the feeling is like, then let's get into it. So backstory. I've always wanted to go skydiving but never made plans to actually do it. I probably would have procrastinated till I was 8 years old. I'm sure of that. But my cousin was turning 30 and she really wanted to go skydiving. So I agreed to it, but not really thinking too deep about what I was gonna do. I would have chickened out if I thought too much of the process. So I just went ahead and said yes, and we did the registration. Honestly, with things like this, you just gotta be spontaneous and take a leap of faith. So where do we go skydive? So we decided to skydive in Santa Barbara because it was close to the shoreline and the Pacific Ocean, so we thought it'd be an amazing view. But actually on the day of, it got foggy and we didn't get to see too much of the ocean, which was a little bit disappointing. So my jump was 13,000 feet and my cousin's jump was 16,000 feet. I wanted to start slow, baby steps, you know, first time, so that's why. The days before, I honestly didn't think at all about skydive. I just wanted to put it behind the back of my brain. I didn't want to think about it. Here's why. Because if you keep thinking about it, you would get so worked up and there's nothing you can do about it. So just don't think about it. And I would totally recommend that, but I know it's difficult for certain personalities. So on the day of...
Hey guys, good morning. We are at Santa Barbara and we are at our skydiving location and we are going to skydive today. I am super nervous but super excited.
We went in, we were brought to a room and we basically signed a paper that says if you die, it's not our fault. And then you watch a video on the instructions of skydive and, you know, the risk.
Like what?
I forgot to mention this while I was recording, but we met the coolest badass grandpa who was skydiving on his 85th birthday. That was so mind-blowing to me. He was like the grandpas you see in skydiving viral YouTube videos. The craziest thing was that both him and my cousin were celebrating their birthday that day. Unfortunately, we didn't get to dive together on the same plane, but I knew he did it on a plane right behind us.
Let me introduce. What's your name?
My name's Larry.
Larry, and what's Dad's name? Bob?
Uh-huh.
Okay. My mom's skipping out on this. Aw. Yeah, and it's both of their birthday. They have the same birthday. Are you guys nervous?
Yes.
Yeah. Ah! How old are you turning?
85.
How old are you turning?
21.
Yay! Oh my god, this is so cool. It's amazing. So cool.
Here, come back in here. There you go.
Aw, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great grandpa.
I know. We're gonna be on the plane together.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
After that, we got ready.
Should I pick one?
If you want to wear one, you can.
Yeah. It's cold. No. Just in case. 4 degrees. That's kind of cold. Feels light?
Yes.
Okay. We should do yellow at.
太大了，我觉得。
是吗？
他让我穿。
They have all these choices. I don't know which one to pick. Oh, they don't have small and yellow?
No.
It's like brighter, you know?
We're gonna get it. And end up with the yellow one. They didn't have a small size, so we're going with purple. Purple's a cool color too. Okay. Kind of small though.
And the instructors taught us the correct body forms when you jump, and I cannot stress this enough. Having an instructor that is really good is gonna affect your experience a lot. Because think about it, you're strapped to this person for a whole 45 minutes and you're jumping out of a freaking plane together. So this instructor better be good. My tandem instructor was very calm and chill. She was also the mother of 2 children, so I felt very safe with her. It's a weird feeling to explain. I just felt an instant trust with her. It's like, you know, she's protected her own child, so she will protect you too. But on the other hand, my cousin's instructor wasn't that great, so she didn't have a good experience. She said he was a bit arrogant and didn't really converse with her. Didn't really help ease her nerve, which I think is so important. It's like a super important quality in an instructor, in my opinion. That's why she didn't really feel a connection with him. So having a good instructor is so important. I would suggest all of you to look at the reviews of the place that you're going, see what they say about the instructor. If they're good, they're kind, they're nice, they're funny, they calm your nerves, and they really talk to you, then I would recommend that. So the whole plane ride, I was super chill and just enjoyed the view, which I know it's so rare, but I was really honestly very calm. I just knew it was gonna happen. So it took about 20 minutes to fly up to our jump spot. I was the 3rd one in my group to jump. When they opened the door, that's when I got nervous.
And somebody opens the door, that moment you realize you've never been in a freaking airplane with the door open. Terror, 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 terror.
Because you can hear the wind so strong and you see the people falling out of a plane. That was when I really got nervous. That was like the first time during this whole experience. And when my instructor scooted us to the front when we're by the door, it's that feeling of when you're going to the doctor's office and you're next in line to get that vaccine shot. That's when I freaked out. I was like, oh, it's coming, it's coming! And my stomach felt knotted together. But actually the moment when we were ready to jump out of the plane, I wasn't scared anymore. So let's talk about the drop, because that was the #1 thing that I worried about. I actually hate roller coasters, and I hate the feeling when you're coming down and that drop feeling. That's not really a good feeling, so I don't really like that. And I was worried that Skydive would feel like that too, but actually it doesn't feel like that at all. The plane is flying this way, and when you jump out, you're going this way. So you're like going horizontally, not really like this. It was like, and there's a pocket of air that surrounds you when you jump. So you'll be supported by a cushion of air the moment you exit the plane. It's like, you know, just hugging you from down below. Mother Earth. Okay, I don't know what this is. And we tumbled the first few seconds of the drop, but it was so quick that you probably wouldn't mind it. Also, you don't have a feeling of descent or a drop because the world below you looks like a map and you have no idea what the distance is between you and the ground, so you don't feel that falling. The free fall part was fun. It's probably the most hyped part about skydiving because everybody is like addicted to that feeling. When you free fall, you feel like you're a bird. Okay, that's not the hand for it. So when you free fall, you feel like you're flying, you're on top of the world. The #2 thing that I worried about was the parachute not opening. That was my scariest thought. So they told me the previous day my instructor's first parachute didn't work, so she had to use her backup parachute, which was super scary to hear. To my knowledge, they always bring 2 parachutes. One is a regular one, and then the other one is a backup or reserve parachute. And I did have the nerve to ask them if the second parachute didn't open either, which is called a double malfunction, or both of them fail. So if the second one didn't open either, can you jump into the ocean, just dive in? But they told me nope, because it's difficult to change position in the air. You can't go from like this to this. And hitting the ocean was like hitting cement at that level of altitude. So that was comforting. So back to the dive. So after the free fall, your instructor will pull the parachute out and you will feel like you're getting sucked up in the air. You get pulled up forcefully. So after she opened the parachute, I was like, oh, thank God, I'm alive. And I just felt this turbulence and it was drifting left and right and left and right. And I was like freaking out and I asked her, what's going on? Is everything okay? She said everything was fine, but when she answered, I could hear the tiniest panic that was not there before, so I freaked out. I was like, but thankfully the parachute stabilized and we were fine.
Okay, the wind was so strong, right? We did it! Oh my god!
And we got to paraglide around and enjoy the view. My instructor let me direct where we were going, so I could pull on the string and it would turn right or turn left, I don't remember. But that feeling kind of felt like a pirate ship ride at an amusement park. So if you guys don't like that feeling, you could tell them don't do that, because it was kind of scary for me, but it was fun at the same time. And to my surprise, I actually liked the parachute part better than the free fall. I don't know if it's because it's just like calmer and I get to enjoy. I know most people really love the free fall, but I was like, maybe I'm just weird like that. Let me know in the comments below if you've done skydiving and you feel the same way. Then when we land, the instructor had a watch kind of wrist GPS that directed us to where we had to land. There's this specific spot that they wait for you. When you land, you have to put your feet up 90 degrees. So you go like, so that way you don't crush your bones when you're landing, because you can't land like this. You have to land like smooth, you know? Make sense? And when I did it, I wasn't like completely 90 degrees. I was like a little bit down, so I felt that like impact. So I recommend that when you guys land, you should do like a complete 90 degrees. Keep your feet and your legs flat.
How was that?
That was awesome. Thank you, Sarah.
So I think everything went very well, very smoothly. I had a good experience overall. However though, my cousin didn't have the best experience. When she landed, she told me her ears were ringing. She felt suffocated up there, like for a moment when she was diving down. Due to her high altitude, which was 16,000 feet, she had to wear an oxygen mask because the air is so thin up there. And when she jumped, she also had to do ear pressure equalization, which is something her instructor didn't tell her to do. Maybe it was just her that had that problem, but it is very common because you're up in the air and the pressure is so much that you have to balance the pressure in your ears. And if you don't balance the pressure, it could sometimes lead to traumatic damages. And she was so scared when she jumped down, she forgot to breathe. That's like the worst thing you can do, to hold your breath in the air, because the air's so thin and you're not getting enough oxygen. That's why she felt suffocated. So don't forget to breathe, you guys. Overall, I would really recommend those of you who want to skydive to just do it, because it is an incredible feeling that I can't even explain. You won't be able to forget. Alright, that's all for today, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and please leave a comment down below telling me if you guys have skydived before or you want to skydive, or what your experience is. I would love to know. Also let me know which kind of videos you guys would like to see. Alright, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!